It seems the heels advocate has to make this video, but the heels advocate did not come alone for this battle, my brothers and sisters. My brothers and sisters, please, please, from the bottom of your hearts, welcome my buddy, Intern Jon, the high-rise living, work, wife stealing, woo, son of a gun.
Boom, 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 baby. It is Intern Jon here with your boy, Big H.A. Heels Advocate, my fucking guy.
My boy. Let's talk about Triple H's boy, the golden boy, if you will. We have to talk about this BS that's been going around, bro. And obviously, I've made it known a lot of times that Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, that is particularly the storyline that is, kind of holding the WWE hostage. But that is for a different video. But for now, we gotta kind of take a closer look at the I don't even want to say competitive nature of every time this guy walks into WrestleMania. It's not even competitive, bro. Like, it's this fake pseudo competition the WWE creates where, the Royal Rumble happens. He walks into WrestleMania and somehow, some way, this guy's getting effed up left, right, and center. And somehow, once again, has this perpetual underdog story going into WrestleMania, bro. We gotta talk about it, bro.
It's the same thing with, comics for all my comic lovers out there. Spider-Man, he gets his ass beat for the first half, first hour of the movie, right? And then he goes ahead, he gets his powers, he gets his momentum. It's the same fucking thing. It's the hero trope. I'm sick of it. Cody Rhodes needs to have a little bit more, dynamic within his character, dynamic within the storyline. And honestly, we should point the fingers to one person and one person only. That is triple fraud. All right?
Oh, hit the Undertaker. Bing.
Cue the gong.
Bro, listen. We have to look at WrestleMania 40, right? That's the first one he came in.
Man.
In the lead up to WrestleMania 40, what did we see? We saw him getting, beat around by the final boss. He was getting effed up a following year later. Everything seems to be going pretty stale, actually, right? If you get if everybody remembers when Cody was champion going into 41 before Cena turned heel, we kind of had this presumed assumption that it was going to be Cena main eventing for the 17th time. But if it wasn't Cena, who could it be, right? Because it kind of didn't make sense. The guy loses the Rumble. He's babyface. He gets that, shot at the chamber. But until he finally turned heel, literally, bro, there was no spice at all. No spice at all going into WrestleMania 41. And guess what the current landscape was after that? No spice, right? 2025, one of the worst years. 2026 looks to be even worse. And somehow that is kind of the way they saw it as well. And they kind of realized that maybe we have to go around and, do the same old trick again. We got to find somebody to whoop on Cody, make him bleed, rip off his shirt, and then he's gonna walk into WrestleMania trying to beat up on somebody, bro. But is it not a little bit too repetitive by now?
100%, man. Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, every feud starts the same. The guy gets out there, oh, he's all respectful, right? And then all of a sudden, the heel, they snap. They do something, atrocious, whether they put them through a table, make him bleed. Like that whole Drew McIntyre claymoring him through the table, it was cool, right? It was pretty unique, right? The side panel just, fucking getting broken down. But still, it's the same principle of him getting his ass beat. And then all of a sudden, he rises from the ashes like Superman. It's like not even Cena had that amount of repetitiveness when it came to feuds, right?
And it's also like this never ending, almost like pit of people that turn on this dude, bro.
Yeah, man.
KO,
Kevin Owens.
KO. I think when AJ Styles and him feuded, well, like that segment where AJ and Cody, they were both in suits, and AJ was holding up his hand, and then he kind of closed. Mm-hmm. Was that when AJ came back from a a short hiatus or whatever? I don't know. But you see what I'm trying to say? There is this never-ending pit of people that just suddenly turn on. It's almost as if there are no heels.
Yeah, man, no heels. The creative writing team, fucking trash, full of senile fucking prune juice drinking fucking old men. I'm tired of them, man. I'm tired.
So how do we fix that? if we look at it from the lens of, okay, if we're going to be literally 5 weeks away from WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes is supposed to be the golden boy. He even came out in an interview and said, like, if I'm not the main event, then I'm kind of failing. Okay, you are the perpetual babyface. You are the guy. You're the face of the company. That's facts. But what do we have to put him up against? I mean, did we really put the title on Drew McIntyre? Or did we simply create another false obstacle for Cody Rhodes to overcome? Because the landscape of heels right now is so dry that they had to kind of go out of their way and force this idea that the guy that Cody Rhodes has been whooping on since late August up until January, he was, cause that was when their feud started, right? More or less. And until until he finally lost at the SmackDown match when Fatu came back, he beat on him 2 times clean, and he beat him I think he beat him 3 times or 2 times clean. So you kind of had to force him to lose the title to kind of spice up the heel scene. But as it stands right now, bro, you got to come at me with a few ideas of who can be a good heel, because right now, I mean, the best heels that they can make so far is, very, very over baby faces, legends even, that somehow just happen to turn heel overnight, like Cena and Orton against this guy.
I see, bro. Honestly, like you said, there's no good heels, but I think there's one heel that is hiding amongst the sheep. A wolf in sheepskin, and I think it's Cody Rhodes, guys.
Oh,
don't you think so? Because think about it, they are trying to book his ass as this white meat baby face. I respect you, blah blah blah. Triple H is pushing this heavy. Even like the subtle interviews where he has the plates of Drew McIntyre. I think that is a work, right? All these things, him being egoistic on these ESPN interviews. This is all part of their plan to make Cody Rhodes have an eventual heel turn. Maybe after WrestleMania 42. Maybe after this big feud with Randy Orton.
Okay.
What do you think about that, man?
I've seen people talk about that, and it's kind of like the whole saying that goes like the way Bret Hart and Austin went, like the double turn. But it's double turn. It's kind of like, okay, Randy Orton turned heel, and then at WrestleMania turned back babyface. It's also, I mean, I like it. If Cody Rhodes were to turn heel, I would like it because first of all, I don't know if you've seen his work at Ring of Honor, New Japan, AEW, when he was a heel. Very, very, very good heel, very dislikable.
100%.
I used to watch the Being the Elite vlogs, bro, and I was like, oh my god, every time Cody came on, I was like, I fucking hate this guy, bro. So he can be a very good heel, but I'm not really sure if we're gonna get a double turn, because why turn Randy heel if we're gonna make him back babyface? Or it's going to be one of those instances where, we're going to walk into WrestleMania. Randy's going to be so over to the point where he's only going to get cheered.
Exactly.
To the point where fuck, bro, what do we do? Fuck it, man. Cody, you gotta turn heel, bro.
Yeah, man, 100%. With Cody Rhodes being, this face, it just kind of, I think Triple H knows what he's doing. He's not just pushing Cody Rhodes and making him win all these things. Like getting back the belt so fast. That was, again, a work, trying to generate that heat, that buzz that Cody Rhodes is just going over everybody, right? Cody Hogan, as they call it. I think it's all intentional. Drew McIntyre, that whole excuse that he had to drop the belt because he was filming Highlander, that's false, because Cody Rhodes had the belt when he was filming Street Fighter. So what the fuck, you know what I mean? It's stupid, bro.
Yeah, and let's not pretend these guys are freaking Hollywood megastars like Rock, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
You're gonna shoot literally 3 scenes and just go back home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's not really go crazy with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think we might have to create another movement. When they were doing the whole "We Want Cody," maybe we should say "We Want Homelander" or something like that. We want heel, we want Cody, something like that, to the point where they really come out and genuinely be like, bro, I'm sick of Cody, and they are hijacking the shows, and they're going to be dissing him and doing all that stuff, to the point where creative has no other option but to turn him heel. Do you think we can get to that point where the hijacking is going to be that insane to the point where they just have to?
I think it's going to get to that point, because I remember in an AEW interview, he also said and mentioned that he wants to do this in WWE. He tried to do this exact same thing in AEW, right? And it backfired because people actually started to not like Cody Rhodes, right? They're throwing the fucking weight belt at him. Now he's trying to replicate this in the WWE. But the thing is, right? One thing that I think we do need to touch on is Randy Orton turning heel. I don't think he actually did turn heel. I think on paper it looks like a heel turn, but if you look at the reasoning, right? Why did he attack Cody? It's because Cody Rhodes, he drew that out of him. He wanted the Viper. He wanted this legend killer one more time for WrestleMania 42. So and remember when he said also I didn't want it to be you in that segment.
Yeah,
I think that
remember.
I think that tells you that Randy Orton is not really turning heel. He's just kind of turning it up for the last WrestleMania, right, of his career.
You know, I would agree like that he did kind of turn it up, but like at the same time, it is kind of like a heel turn because bro, like you literally are fucking up your like one of your closest friends. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
classic Randy, man.
yeah, but like what kind of friend are you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of like like if that is the case, what kind of a face is he even, bro? Like is he even a face? You know what I mean? Like
He was never a face.
or like was he a freaking heel that was like on like 15 pills of ashwagandha? You know what I'm saying? Like like just like taming it down, bro. I don't know because at this current rate, the WWE realizes that no matter how many times that they can, put Cody Rhodes in that position of winning, I think they're realizing slowly but surely, bro, they do not have anybody else to kind of be the opposite to him. The way that he was the opposite to Roman Reigns. And even if it was right now Roman Reigns standing in front of him, it wouldn't, I'm not like, I don't know if you agree with this, but like it wouldn't be as big as the first match or the second match even, like
100%.
if this was like Roman right now, like if this was Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 42, like think about the current setup. Babyface Roman, like babyface Cody, like what the fuck are the promos gonna be, bro? Like, oh, I respect you, I love you, I need you, you know what I'm saying? You are the tribal chief. You brought the WWE into another level. I came back and you gave me my shot. I beat you. Now I'm gonna give you your shot. Like it's gonna be some boring ass drag, bro. So what do you think about that? Like even if it was Roman right now, like would that have been any better? Like if you think about it as it is right now.
Nah, man. I think the whole Roman and Punk thing is going well because they have some untouched topics that they haven't touched on, if that makes sense, right? With Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, it's redundant. They've had how many matches, right? 2-3 matches, back to back to back. It's fucking boring, One thing that I do like though, right? Off topic, Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes, the heel promos, right? They kind of came out within that segment of Cody Rhodes basically, shitting on Sami Zayn. I don't know if you caught that. I fucking love that segment.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting, but at the end of the day, it's still the hairy lollipop Sami Zayn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like putting something like it's like giving a freaking like an ugly ass dude, bro. Like the biggest designer, the biggest jewelry. You know what I'm saying? And like he's grilled out. You know what I'm saying? But he's just not fit to wear all of that burden. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not fit for the role, right?
100%.
Like I get it. It was like a good storyline and like in isolation, but like if you were to tell me this story, right, without telling me how Cody and Sami Zayn look, I'll be like, yeah, that's kind of compelling, right? And then you show me a picture, I'm like, I kind of got the ick.
Right, like visually, you're saying.
Yeah, I got the ick. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have given this storyline to anybody else other than Sami, and I think that person could have like pulled it off better because like. With Sami Zayn, it's so obvious, bro. Like next year, he's gonna have the Saudi Mania moment, and he's gonna be, oh my god, I finally did it. Like he's gonna have his no, it is, bro. Because like they're planting the seed at like this year's Royal Rumble, so that next year at the 2027 Royal Rumble, they can do a little flashback and like create a little. No, it is, bro. Like, yeah, no, it is. God. And then he's gonna win, and then it's gonna be like, Khadija, I won this Royal Rumble, Habibi, for you because last year I got embarrassed. It is.
All
like
the princes and shit are gonna come out and fucking bow down. Oh my god.
Of course. So like I don't see that segment with Cody and Sami as anything good because bro, we already know where Sami's gonna go. He's gonna raise the freaking World Heavyweight Championship next year. So like whatever he's doing right now, it doesn't even matter because we know he's gonna win the secondary title next year. And it's not going to be against Cody, I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting, though, to see Sami Zayn kind of spiral into this, bitter character. Maybe he's going to turn heel, right? Who knows? Maybe he's going to screw over Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, right? That is another thing.
like I said, bro, it all sounds well until you take a look at this fucking guy, bro, and then you're like, ah, never mind, you know. So that is the problem. That is the problem that honestly, we not only that we have with Sami Zayn, but like that was the original point I'm trying to make here, bro. We don't have enough opposition for this dude. Okay, we're gonna have the WrestleMania match. I think Randy's gonna lose, honestly. What do you think?
Yeah. I think he's gonna lose for sure.
Like, there's absolutely no way, at least, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that Cody Rhodes, who recently just got the title back, is gonna lose the first title defense. Pretty much impossible. It's not gonna make sense. Honestly, and it also shouldn't even happen. Because, if anything, Cody Rhodes has been the only stability the WWE has had amongst all of this garbage, right? Roman Reigns, you know, held the title for how many years? 4 years. Defending it like 15 times, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's not like too much to brag about, honestly. And he loses the belt instead of coming back right away after it, as if like he literally lost the title and didn't come back for it, bro. Like as if it really wasn't anything. And then he comes back at SummerSlam, whatever. Then he feuds with Solo Sikoa. Are you kidding me, bro? Like, bro, come back and get your title, right? So that already there is instability. That was 2024. We go into 2025. He starts off the year against Solo, and then he feuds with Big Back Reed, Division, tag matches.
That guy.
I'm
Rotundus Reed. I hate that guy, man.
I'm saying, bro. See, like, that's what I'm saying. No stability. Rock, where the hell is he? No stability. John Cena, bro, he turned heel. He could have been the actual backbone of the WWE. Where the hell is he? You know what I'm saying? He's retired, tapped out the Gunther. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dysfunctional relationship. Stupid, bro. No stability. So he has to win just so the WWE can stay alive, bro.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Randy Orton, him winning that is like his story's over. You might as well just retire right there. You know, I think he needs to retire as a face, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think Randy at least has like another 4 or 5 years in him, bro. Honestly, like, I mean, like if The Rock can come back and wrestle at like 53 at 40, bro, you know, he can still go. But the reason why I'm saying that Cody needs to win is because even if Randy were to win, problem still lies at the fact that Roman and Cody still haven't had their third match. And I keep harping on this because that is like the generational defining storyline that is like overarching the entire WWE. Like let's just say there is a bubble, right? And the bubble is Cody and Roman. Until that bubble bursts, there cannot be any bigger bubble. You understand? Like, even if Randy were to win, we all know at some stage he has to drop the title, and at some stage WrestleMania 43 is not going to revolve around him because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the story is not resolved yet. It's like,
Nah, I get you.
and I think this is what Triple H wanted to do because what was the slogan for 40? WrestleMania 40? Finish the story, right? But just by saying finish the story doesn't make the story finished because that's what he wants you to believe. Roman won one at 39. Cody won one at 40. They both won one. Let them fucking move away from one another and live their separate lives. No, bro. Who is the big dog out of them, bro? You understand?
I think, yeah, man. I think the only way though we get this third match is if Cody Rhodes turns heel to make it interesting. Do you agree?
Yeah. So that was like my next point because I said like obviously like if they were to wrestle this year, it wouldn't make any sense because bro, Roman is the biggest babyface has ever been. Yeah. Cody has always been pretty over. I mean, like honestly, bro, like if you were to pull up to a SmackDown taping or a Raw taping and Cody Rhodes comes out, bro, come on, man. Let's be real.
Yeah. For
like,
sure. I pop. You pop. Everybody pops.
You know, like he's a lovable guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got the blonde hair. You got the Paw Patrol music going on. You got the freaking jacket that looks like what's his name? The guy from Japan. Yeah, no, like Okada. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's a fun guy. Like it really is gonna take something deep in your heart to make him like make you boo him, right? It's gonna take something to really make him. You know what I mean? Like you gotta genuinely boo him because people say, "Oh yeah, just turn him heel," but like the point is that you're gonna boo him, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the point.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, right? I think it's the reverse psychology of it. Like he's gonna win so much, he's gonna get so overbearing and annoying that he's basically turning heel in front of our eyes. You know what I mean?
And I think if that is the way that we're gonna have the third match between these two, then this is the way that it has to be. Like he has to be unbearably victorious to the point where he's gonna say, "I am the best champion," and hopefully, both Roman and Cody are gonna remain champions up until Crown Jewel, which will spark the seed again for the rematch. But the problem is, bro, I don't want to see that rematch at 43, bro. I want to see Rock versus Roman, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather see Rock too. Honestly, they can wait for the Roman one.
Yeah. So like see, like that That is my problem, bro. We haven't moved on, right? Everything still hinges on a stupid match. Because we can all laugh about it, bro. But like the thing is this, like, we make so many videos about this stuff. Where are the new heels? Where are the new stars? But the problem is we honestly have only 2 stars, Cody and Roman. Punk could have been. No. Punk could have been the face of the WWE had he come back. No, man. Listen, because he was a face before he left, right? Obviously next to Cena, but still, like the way that it was him and Cena back then is like the way that Roman and Cody is right now. But like, if had he come back and immediately feuded with Roman Reigns, that would have put him over. But no, he comes back, loses to Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam, first match. That nerfs him, and then he gets injured at the Rumble where Cody tosses him out. That nerfs him again. So obviously he has been operating at a lower frequency from the beginning, not allowing him to penetrate into that S tier like WWE superstar. He's A tier, but he's not S tier. Why? Because first of all, Cody and Roman haven't finished their freaking feud. So nobody can penetrate above them because they are still like holding that shit down, right? That's the problem.
It's that, and I also think CM Punk as a character is stale. He's been this cult of personality guy ever since he came back to the WWE, and it doesn't really align with who he is, right? He's this guy who loves dogs, AJ Lee and shit. Why not make this guy a corporate heel, right? That is another idea that should cross their fucking mind.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and like the way that him and Triple H were like hugging backstage at like, oh my God, you were always a heel. You're always a number 1 point. I'm so happy Vince is gone, Triple H. All that bullshit, right? Play into it. New age kayfabe 100%. Should be working social media, bro. And if that is by the means of WWE Unreal, hey, let's do it, bro. Triple H and CM Punk. Listen, Triple H has nuclear heat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if he aligns with him and he becomes like this corporate guy, sellout type of guy, hey, perfect, bro. Because right now they are planting these seeds for CM Punk to kind of be the heat magnet for this feud.
Yep.
I think he can do it, and it is kind of pointing towards that with the I'm going to bury you next to your father, him punching Roman. It is always going to be on the shoulders of CM Punk to be the bad guy. So if he can really become that, he would be a great heel, but he can't be a great heel by losing. If that 100%. Is the way that we're going to go about it, he has to beat Roman Reigns.
I know he's got to beat him and then turn into Philip Jack Brooks. Maybe they scrap CM Punk. They go ahead and rebrand his ass.
Yeah, Phil Brooks. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of like coming out to CM Punk, he comes out as Phil Brooks with like the Triple H music.
Triple H music is suit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. So
that would get nuclear heat, man.
So hopefully we can get to the point where we can. This will like wrap up the entire video perfectly. We will get a new heel that is not only strong, but is also mega popular like CM Punk. This could also be his last mega run. This could also elevate him into the S rank with a victory over Roman Reigns, retaining the title. That will make him look big time. And then Roman Reigns will literally have almost no claim to going after Cody Rhodes anymore. And then we can kind of move away because okay, at least Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, they didn't have a rematch, but at least CM Punk beat him clean at WrestleMania, retain the title, and that kind of means something, right? And then we can go into CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, right? Many, many possibilities, but we have to create a strong heel. People like Drew McIntyre losing 3 months, 4 months straight, and then getting the freaking title by flopping out of the freaking cage, doesn't do it, bro. Doesn't do it. And now people want to get surprised, oh my God, he lost title. He was never meant to hold the title, bro.
Yeah.